What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we are going to be installing the RTR Fender Flares on your 19 to 22 Ford Ranger. Inside your box, you'll have 2 front fender flares, 2 bumper caps, and 2 rear fenders, along with the hardware kit that includes your installation instructions and fender gaskets. For this installation, all we're going to need is a Phillips head screwdriver. Attach the supplied rubber seal to the fender flare pieces by peeling back 2 inches of the adhesive back and applying to the flare edge. Peel back a few inches of the backing at a time while applying pressure to ensure you form a proper seal. You will apply the seal to all the areas of the flare that will make contact with the vehicle and trim the access. Since the factory turn signal will be relocated to the RTR Fender Flare, we'll need to pop this out. Pull back the inner wheel well liner and remove the turn signal by squeezing the lower tab on the back of the turn signal. Carefully disconnect the wiring harness to transfer the signal to the RTR Fender Flare. Apply 3 of the provided tape squares to the turn signal recess. Remove the tape liner and install the turn signal into the recess. Make sure the tabs on the back of the turn signal snap into the recess pocket. Apply firm pressure across the turn signal once in place to ensure proper adhesion. Using your Phillips head screwdriver, remove the 3 factory wheel arch fasteners. Then insert the 3 screw plugs provided in the hardware kit into these locations. Prep the vehicle surface with the supplied alcohol wipes by cleaning all areas that the flare will make contact. Make sure to peel back some of the tape backing from each end and fold over the edge of the flare. Reconnect the bulb wiring harness to the turn signal and place the fender flare onto the vehicle. To secure the fender flares to the vehicle, install the provided screws and washers into the screw plugs. Apply upward tension on the fender flare when installing the large U-clips on the rear locations of the flare and the small U-clips on the front location. Slide the clips over the fender flare and the inner wheel arch lip in these 2 locations. Position the clip so that the barb in the clip locates in the slot of the flare. Starting at the front of the flare, remove the tape liner from the rubber gasket. Make sure that the rubber gasket is not tucking into the flare and is flush neatly against the body. For the bumper cap, once the seal has been applied, clean the bumper where the cap will make contact with the supplied wipes. Remove the 2 inner tape backings, then peel back the edge of the gasket backing and fold over the edge. Place the bumper cap squarely over the rear trailing edge of the front bumper. Apply tension to the bumper cap when installing the U-clips. Slide the clips over the caps and the inner bumper arch lip. Position the clips so the barb in the clip locates in the slot of the cap. Make sure to use the small clips in these areas. Applying the large clips in these areas will cause an improper fitment of the cap. Starting from the front of the cap, remove the tape liner from the rubber gasket. Ensure the rubber gasket is not tucking into the flare and flush neatly against the bumper, and all fixing points are tight and secure. With the rear fender flare gaskets already in place, clean the body areas where the fender flares will make contact. Prep the vehicle surface with the supplied alcohol wipes by cleaning all areas that the flare will make contact. Peel back some of the tape backing from each end and fold over the edge of the flare. Place the flares onto the vehicle into a position of best fit. To secure the flare to the vehicle body, Apply upward tension on the flare and install the large U-clips. Slide the clips over the flare and the inner wheel arch lip in these 5 locations. Position the clip so the barb in the clip locates in the slot on the fender flare. Starting at the front of the flare, remove the tape liner from the rubber gasket. Ensure the rubber gasket is not tucking into the flare and is flush neatly against the body. Make sure all fixing points are tight and secure. Repeat this on the opposite side and you're done. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. If you enjoyed this installation or anything else that we have to offer, go to rtrvehicles.com where we have options for Mustang, Ranger, F-150, Bronco, and Bronco Sport. I'm Jordan Wheeler with RTR Vehicles, and I'll catch you on the other side of fun. Whoa!